What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ Today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down our first free agent profile, and that's going to be wide receiver Curtis Samuel of the Carolina Panthers. Let's get after it. So the first part of this video, we're just going to be breaking down his information as a player. So he is 5'11", 195 pounds, was drafted out of the Ohio State University in the second round. This player is only 24 years old and he already has 4 years of NFL experience, which is really great for somebody so young to have that much experience. Kind of like in my pass rushers video that I did on the channel, if you look at his progression since he's been in the NFL. One of the things that I had noted in that pass rush video was that I love players who show consistent development either in college or in the professional level. And if you look at his statistics, starting with his rookie year back in 2017 all the way up to this year in 2020, you see nothing but growth. Now, again, I know he started at the bottom. You know, he only had 15 receptions, 115 yards in his rookie year. And then this past year, all the way up to 77 receptions, 851 yards. So again, if you look at all of the statistics here, you see a player who is catching more balls every year, 15, 39, 54, 77 yards per season. 115, 494, 627, 851. So again, a very continual progression and improvement from year to year. And you even see a jump in his rushing. So something that we're going to be looking at in just a few seconds is a couple of clips of Curtis Samuel and his awesome versatility. So this guy is not just a receiver that can go on the outside. He is a receiver that can play in the slot. This is a player that you can use on jet sweeps. This is a player that you can line up literally in the backfield at the running back position. So in his 4 years, it just improves every year. So rushing, he had 4 rushes his first year for 64 yards. In his second year, he had 8 rushes for 84 yards. In his third year, 19 rushes, 130 yards. And then this past year, where he was playing a lot more, 41 rushes for 200 yards. So when you combine all of that, this is a guy who had over 1,000 total scrimmage yards from rushing and receiving, and he had 5 touchdowns this past year. Overall, we know that we can't necessarily count on Curtis Samuel to be a number 1 wide receiver. But even if he is the 1B or the 2 to Denzel Mims down the road, this is going to be a great signing for the New York Jets, and I do think that he fits in very, very well to this offense. And I kind of compare him to the former Jet Lavernius Coles. If you have been watching football long enough to know who he is, we drafted him in the 3rd round out of Florida State University, and he just kind of reminds me a lot of him, and we're going to look at that in the game tape right now. Another player that I actually forgot to mention in the beginning of this video was that he actually also reminds me a lot of Deebo Samuel of the San Francisco 49ers, which is the offense that we are going to be installing this year. So one of the things that Deebo Samuel is known for is his yak, his yards after the catch. And in this play, you're just seeing a tremendous ability to not only break tackles, but to make yards after the catch. We're seeing him here with just people all over the place, all around him, and he's just dancing and bobbing and weaving all the way through traffic. Tremendous ability after the catch, and we need players to be able to do this, because if we are going to be sticking with Sam Darnold, we need somebody that can make plays like this after the play. We need somebody, if we draft a quarterback in the 1st round, we need somebody to make plays like this to make life easier on our quarterback. So having somebody that can do these types of things is truly invaluable, and again, just can't speak enough about his ability to make plays after the catch. So on this next play, we're actually going to be watching Curtis Samuel at the bottom of the screen. I know this is a little bit small, but I saw this play and I just wanted to showcase that this is not just some gimmicky wide receiver. This is a guy who can truly line up all over the field, can do all kinds of things. He truly is a Swiss Army knife on offense. So he's lined up at the bottom of the screen, and he's going to work his way across the middle of the field. And this is not a great throw. The ball placement is not great. It's behind him. And he just makes a ridiculous adjustment in air, catches the ball, plucks it out of the air. Just a tremendous set of hands here that he showcases. And again, shows the ability that he can get off the line The guy, the cornerback is right up on him. He's trying to press him there in a zone coverage look. So again, just really nice look here and a good adjustment on the ball when it's in the air. Really impressive. Okay, on this next play, what we're going to ready to watch is we're going to see Curtis Samuel lined up right next to the left tackle, and right at the snap, he's kind of going around the backfield, and you see that they actually use Christian McCaffrey in this play as a decoy. He draws attention away from Curtis Samuel. It kind of looks like one of those running back dump offs to the flat. Even the wide receiver on that side looks like he's getting ready to set up his blocks for Christian McCaffrey, and it's all a decoy. So they are using it, that side of the field, to draw the attention away from Curtis Samuel, and he does a great job. Again, this is something that he's going to be really good at. Whatever team signs him in free agency, he's going to be able to make these types of plays after the after the handoff. He's going to be able to make moves, and he's going to be able to get upfield very quickly. He's got tremendous speed. So just seeing him do these types of things is really awesome, and I think that he would be great for this offense. We don't really have anybody right now who can do this type of thing. On this play, we're just going to be taking a look at Curtis Samuel running a jet sweep. So we know that Adam Gase was terrible at designing plays that, we made life easy on the quarterback and made life easy to just get the ball down the field. And again, this is like a layup for basketball. You're creating a situation where you're putting a really athletic player on the field, giving him space, giving him blockers, and letting him just work the field. This is an easy play. And I believe that the 49ers use stuff like this with Deebo Samuel, and I would just love to have somebody on the team that could make life easier for our quarterback and for our... All right, on this last play, we're just going to see Curtis Samuel lined up as a running back in the shotgun formation on 2nd and 7. He's able to pick up about 8 or 9 yards here on 2nd down. He shows that he's able to lower his head, get low and, fight through some contact here. So this is not just a finesse kind of player that's going to do just jet sweeps. He's going to be able to also go through the tackles and pick up tough yards. So again, this is underrated part of his game. For an offense that lacks playmakers, and for a playmaker who can pretty much line up anywhere on the offensive side of the field, how are you not all over this move? I think it's just too exciting and too interesting, and too good of a fit, to be perfectly honest with you. He will be our Deebo Samuel on the offensive side of the football, and I just love the idea of having somebody that can move all over the formation and can come in and just make big plays happen. I mean, this is a splash play kind of guy, and we need one of those guys really, really badly. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. If you could please jet up the like button, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. NYJ Today is just getting started. We are very close to 150 subscribers. The support that you guys offer us is just absolutely so appreciated, and we just can't tell you enough how much we have fun with you guys, interacting with you in the comments or when we are doing our live streams. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should we be going after Curtis Samuel? Should we be adding him to this offense? Do you think he's a good fit? Are there other wide receivers that you want instead? I want to know what you guys have to say. I look forward to talking to you. Go Jets. See you next time.